full size.
So for our first problem, we are given with this. So the legs of one right triangle are 9 and 12, while those of another right triangle are 12 and 16. How much longer is the perimeter of the larger triangle than the perimeter of the smaller triangle? So to solve this one, there's one theorem that we have to use, and that is Pythagorean Theorem or Pythagorean Theorem. We're going to explain that one later on, but first we have to remember that this is only applicable for right triangles. So we're talking about right triangles here, two distinct right triangles. So here, we have the variables a, b, c to represent the sides. So C is the longest side, and A and B are two shorter sides. So we can see in here the longer side is facing the right triangle. So here we have the list, okay, of numbers. So what are these numbers? They are called Pythagorean triples. So the very common Pythagorean triples are 3, 4, and 5, and 5, 12, and 13. So as you can see in our list, so we have 3, 4, 5, multiply it by 2, it's going to be 6, 8, 10. Multiply it by 3, it's going to be 9, 12, and 15. Multiply it by 4, it's going to be 12, 16, 20, and so on. Likewise with 5, 12, and 13, if you're going to multiply it by 2, so it's going to be 10, 24, and 26, and 15, 36, and 39 if you multiply them by 3. Okay. Now, what is Pythagorean triple, or what is Pythagorean theorem? It states that the longest side, which is C, is equal to the sum of the squares of the shorter sides, which are A and B. So if we're going to put it in an equation, so we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have this 3, 4, 5 to check it. So let's see. So for example, we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we are going to substitute a by 3, b by 4, and the longest side c by 5. Now let's check. So 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared. So we have 3 times 3 plus 4 times 4 equals 5 times 5. So we have 9 plus 16 equals 25. So if we're going to add the other side, the left side, so we have 25 equals 25. So if you can check it, with other numbers. With other numbers, other set of triples we have in our list. So here in our problem, so we are given with these numbers 9 and 12. So we can, if we remember this triples, so we can easily say that the third side is 15. Likewise with the other triangle, we have 12 and 16, so we can say that the third side is 20. So we're gonna get this information. But then the question is, we have to find the perimeters of the two triangles. So perimeter is just adding the measure of all the sides. So if you have a square, so you can add four things, so 4 sides. If you have a pentagon, perhaps, so you're gonna add 5 sides. So here, if we're going to add 9, 12, and 15, we're gonna get 36. For 12, 16, and 20, we're gonna get 48. So we are given with this question, how much longer? So this is the thing in math. Every time you are being asked with, if the question starts with how much longer, how much bigger, okay, how much more, okay, always remember that this one talks about subtraction. So we're gonna subtract the two given quantities, the two given items or the two given measures. So we have here the two given perimeters. So we have 36 and 48. So if you're going to subtract them, so we have 48 minus 36. So we will get 12 as our answer. So now, are you ready to try it? So I have put there on the left side of your monitor the list of our Pythagorean triples. So all you have to do is to look at the list, and then you could find there the third side. Okay, we were given with the first two sides, so the third side, using those two first sides, so we can see the third side. Okay, so don't forget to pause the video, give yourself enough time to solve them, and then let's check it after a few moments. Okay, so let's see. You ready? Now we are given with 6 and 10. Okay, 6, 10 and something triangle. We have the other one, another right triangle. We have 5, 12 and something. So to find those third side, look at the list that we have. So 6, 10, so therefore the remaining side is 8. For 5, 12, the remaining side is 13. So if you're gonna add them, the perimeter of the first triangle, the answer is 24. For the second triangle is 30. So 30 minus 24, the answer is 6. Let's try another one. Okay, and don't forget to pause the video again. Give yourself the time to solve it, and then you play it when you're ready. You ready? Okay, let's check. Okay, so the first one, so we were given with 15 and 25. So as we can see in our list, so the third side is 20. So if we are going to add all the sides, 15 plus 20 plus 25, the answer is 60. For the second triangle, so 20 plus 48 plus 52. So we got 48 from our list. So if we're going to add them all, so the answer is 120. So how much longer means subtraction? So 120 minus 60 equals 60. Okay, so you're ready, right? Okay, so remember this one. If you are given with a problem that says you have to solve the perimeter of a right-angled triangle, always remember the application of Pythagorean Theorem. So we have the triples. Okay, so the very common ones are 3, 4, 5, and 5, 12, 13. So we do have some other triples. So but if you remember those two, you can come up with your listing or your list. So you can write down all those lists by multiplying it by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5, by 6, and so on. Okay, so always remember, Pythagorean triples, it's from a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, see you again in our next video. So please don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe. Thank you.